I finally get to do a walk-around video of the Gemini, or the BTS as it has come to be called. And I actually got the fogs working, not the lower ones, but the upper ones. Just what everyone wants to see. Still haven't gotten the grease paint off the windows, in large part because I wanted to make sure I got photos of it. Real tires that aren't threatening to deflate at the slightest breeze. Sure, anyone in Japan is laughing because that basically says Baltimore and available and washed and stuff like that. But stuff all through the back seat, and the rear door cards are all stilled because I got to replace the vapor barriers after I freed up the left rear release. But in Tennessee, a lot of people pointed out some neat things that are different about this from the US cars. It is hard to get into and out of without ruining the bolsters. This is the switch that was installed to control the center fog lights in between the headlights. There's a relay up there that this provides power to. You have to have the lights on and the fog lights on for it to work. We've got the rear wiper here, rear defroster, heated mirrors, and folding mirrors. And notice that the gauges are slightly off from what you'd expect. There's no voltmeter and there's no oil pressure gauge, just idiot lights. This is, I don't know if it's just worn or it's lost a little bit. Definitely some stuff here. I scratched this off a little bit and I got to get some compound maybe and try and do that up. But I think what this is this right here, all that fogginess, is they never pulled the protectant off when the car was delivered. Maybe that's not what it is, but that's what it looks like to me. This has the automatic climate control. And right now it's not working. I can hear a relay clicking back in here by the road flare there. And I'll have to figure that out at some point. Could just be low pressure on the refrigerant, but I'm not certain. The car came here with a turbo timer. I can get it to focus. And this is not working, unfortunately. You can see there's damage on the screen as well. This lights up. So I'll probably have to replace that. Kevin had actually a really nicely done screen set up. Graph paper fabric is actually in pretty good condition. It's faded on the seats, and the rear seat back here is awfully faded. You can see the wiper back there. Also, I don't believe this is seen on American market cars. There's a tilt steering wheel. It does not telescope. And for whatever reason, the intermittent wipers are not adjustable. They're not variable here. Don't know why that is. But I finally got the evaporative system straightened out. At some point, I'm guessing this car sat and they dropped the tank and or replaced it. And when they did so, they reversed the evaporative line and the return line. So the evap system was putting a vacuum on a line under the fuel level, and it was just eventually sucking fuel in and then dumping it into the chassis rail. So This, by the way, that right there is the relay for the fog lights. See, it's corroded. The contacts were heavily corroded, and then it had a line that runs through here to the battery with a severely undersized power feed and fuse on it. But so that's a big titty stylus.